So, I tried to be that guy, take the sauce, and it was Drytron. So, my experience at YCS with Drytron wasn't the best, and it was definitely not like the people who made it in the top 64. However, the deck performed amazing when I didn't have those variants saying, hey, you don't get to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I think through testing, this is the most consistent I have made this list, and I find it insane. I'm going to go over the key tech pieces and like kind of why I chose to play this along with my teammate, and just really going through trying to optimize everything. Going forward, I'm going to mention a couple cards that I think I will switch into this deck, especially in formats like we're facing now. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the list, and the explanations will be as we go. All right. Yeah. So, list time. Okay. Main deck, 42 cards. We were trying to keep it as gas as possible. So we're going to go 3 Gamma, 3 Delta, 3 Zeta, 3 Alpha. Right? We wanted to have as many names as possible to just create more consistent opportunities. And we're going to go into our rituals. So we are playing the Chaos Max variant, which we are playing 1 Natasha, 1 Idaten, because this right here was the MVP. Honestly, it made some of my hands actually playable. Playing 3 Benton, because Benton is the best girl. The number 1 win con of the deck. Every game I resolved this, it was automatic scoop. They didn't even try to play through it, which is pretty cool. Just good. And then Draco Nids is probably the real MVP of this deck. Every time I went second, make Draco Nids with Natasha is just really insane. I'll move these out of the way. Right now, some interesting text, right? We're playing the Kurikaras. There's a few lists that's topped in the regionals prior. Playing this at 3. I was like, dude, this thing is awesome. I really wish it was a light fairy that makes it searchable at Ben 10. Then it would be no question asked why we have it, right? But this just steals games from Kashtira, which is probably the most important thing about it. We are playing the 1 draw and lock board for 4 siding patterns. This literally won me 3 games. Opening up Droll and any other hand trap. Like I play 3 Ash. But Droll just like bonkers. I don't even know. Overperformed. Probably the MVP hand trap of the tournament. 1 Diviner, 1 Orange Light, 1 Lancia, and 1 Ruler. So we are playing, and then the 3 Ash Blossoms, right? So something I was thinking about cutting or increasing would be cutting the Ash Blossoms completely and just saying more close to how the list I topped with Drytron prior with Megalith, saying, hey, you know, I'm just going to break your board. I don't care what you make, because this deck just does that. And I think that kind of added to the inconsistencies, but it's hard to say because it's subjective, because the games I did draw Ash and resolved it, it really put me on of just winning. Like, it was just really hard for some of the opponents to really come back from that, which is kind of cool. So we aren't on thrust in the main, so we're playing 3 triple tactics. There was a lot of hand traps. Every game I opened, I'm going to say open playable, because there was a hand that I opened up 3 times, which it was infuriating. However, this was insane. In a Labyrinth, trying to play around thrust, this was great. Into especially in the Sprite, this is great, amazing in the Sprite. We were playing 3 Cyber Emergency, maxing the names. 3 of our own in-engine searchable E-Telly. We are playing 2 field spells. And we are playing 2 ritual spells. We are just trying to maximize everything, and that is the list for the main deck. Another spell that I think will be extremely beneficial going forward, at least for me, is playing Where Art Thou. especially if Kashtira continue to be a dominant presence in the format. War Arthal literally gives me access to Kurikara, which can just out their board. And it's an automatic. It literally automatically procs Rise Heart, which is insane. And then you just go effect. Doesn't activate. Kaiju, blow the board up. In phase, you can bring crap back. Did not even read that. It's insane. And it's level 1. So it can be an extender if you need it to be. Extra deck. Link Karibo. Yeah. So good. Tributing cards for cost. Amazing. We love it. Likes out stuff. Playing 2 Dynamon. This is probably the MVP of the extra deck. Especially going, you win the die roll. You're going to go Vanity. You're going to go Chaos Max Vanity. That's the ideal board. Uninterrupted. Hitting on Vanity Ruler with Dynamon. Chaos Max Engrave. It's just the icing on the cake. This just makes the Chaos Max variant so much more consistent. It just says your opponent's draw phase, tribute for cost. We're not in a droplet heavy format, so this just makes it good. And on your turn, it is a spot removal, so you can send things back, which is kind of cool. It's just great utility card for Drytron and ritual decks in general. One Nightmare Phoenix actually came up quite a bit. Every back row I played into, so Trap Tricks, Labyrinth, and I scrubbed pretty early. I lost the first game, and I played into Nurse Chainburn, and this did resolve, and it caused him to scoop. Awesome. IP Masquerena, we're playing the 1 Unicorn. Literally resolved this every game. So good. Boral Sword for OTK because it's Boral Sword and we have Natasha. So your monsters are my monsters. Nightingale for our Zeus package. For boards we can't break. Double Move Beta. We are playing the one and only Beatrice. D-Brick's Hand. This is why Idaten is so important in this deck. It just really just adds some versatility, sending down a Gamma, which is great. You're kind of forced to play into a lot of things, and you have to normal summon your Diviner. But hey, you're still going to end on that win con, which is a Dynamon. So we like it. Double Zeus, and then the 1 Entis and 1 Diviner. But minor tweaking to the deck. Again, I did only go X3, but I think this deck is phenomenal, and in the right format, in the right situations, this deck is just unbeatable. One thing I do think going forward also would be cutting along with the Ashes. I might just honestly cut the Diviner in general and the Idaten and just play a solid 40 of just all names and just say, hey, have the out, bro. Another variant I did see that I thought was absolutely amazing was the person mained 10 hand traps. Ash, Droll, Lancia, Orange Light, and Nibiru, which I thought was kind of insane. But thinking about it, why not? Like, why not? I mean, that makes our siding patterns for going first so easy. And then on top of that, we have so much room. And he was playing a true 40 card deck. Really cool. But yeah. Deck's insane. Deck's super versatile. You can play it however you want. There is a bajillion ways. As you see on my channel already, it is my favorite deck. But that's all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Check us out on Twitch. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Around 6 or 7 Pacific time, we go live. From DB to live duels and the occasional master duel grind. Well, y'all have a good weekend. Don't forget, you're not bad at the game. You just need to shuffle better.